One of the most underrated features in an open-world gacha game is the option to hide all UI elements when exploring the world. Genshin Impact calls this Hide UI, and Wuthering Waves calls this Immersive Mode. Usually, players only use this to make more aesthetically pleasing videos, especially when it comes to combat. Otherwise, they would play with all UI turned on like normal. But this feature is interesting to me because it tells us one big secret about open-world players. Most players actually don't enjoy being in an open world. They only enjoy the activity in that world, like collecting chests. They never slow down to smell the flowers or to enjoy the beautiful scenery around them. To them, vibe and beautiful places are just there so they won't get bored. The best way to test this is to show that most open-world players didn't think of the world in 3D space. They only think about the world as a flat 2D map, relying on waypoints and teleports instead of actual pathways and distances in the world. In fact, I would say that most players don't even know where things are if you disable the map screen. Are you one of them? Let's find out with this simple test. I'm going to demonstrate this in Wuthering Waves because I no longer play Genshin. But this test should work for any open-world gacha game. Alright, we are at this crossroads in the city square in Praguna. If you play this game, which direction should I take to get to Rosemary's apothecary? Left or right? Take your time. Leave your answer in the comment section down below and hit subscribe so I can get to the 5,000 subs goal before the end of the year. Okay, if you turn left, it's gonna be the Synthesis Station, Pioneers Association, and Yarla's Mask Shop. Past that, you'll arrive at the Montellis Quarter. If you turn right, you'll pass the building used in Carlotta's companion story, and then arrive at Rosemary's. Let's try that again. From here, what is the shortest path to go to the Everardo Bank? This one should be easier. Take a guess. Okay, most people would just fly straight to the Everardo Bank like a ruffian. But the proper way to get there is to go back to the city square, take the stairs down to the right, into Margarita's Pizzeria, and then to the right again to the bank. If you get either of these wrong, I don't really blame you, because you have never been forced to remember and internalize the layout of the game world. When you need to move, you would just open the map screen, auto-snap to the quest location, and pick the closest teleport location. It's like driving a car by just staring at the GPS screen. In my opinion, that's really not a good way of enjoying an open-world game to its fullest. Because you don't feel any connection to this world. You never actually enjoy being a part of the world. You only enjoy the activity in the world. Sure, you probably enjoy the process of getting chests in the open world way more than pausing to enjoy the scenery. And yes, this ability to locate what's what in the game world is not a mandatory skill. I'm not here to shame anyone if you prefer to play the game that way. All I'm saying is that you're missing out on enjoying the full experience of an open-world game. Because open world is inherently designed with escapism in mind. It's the type of game you play if you want to shut the real world away and just escape to a world that actually needs you. A world where you matter. A world where you can't make any mistakes. A lot of players forgot about this. When they think of open world, they only think about collecting random chests and not about slowing down and enjoying the scenery. And this is what makes immersive mode so powerful. It forces you to be in one place. And this is the key to start enjoying being in the world by training you to know where you are and developing your sense of direction. Immersive mode is like driving without GPS. You start memorizing routes, recognizing landmarks, and forming a real sense of direction. And as a result, you enjoy the world a lot more. Not because the world changed, but because you did. You will start to feel a certain warmth and familiarity with every location you visit, an attachment, like the way you feel when walking through your childhood neighborhood. It's just like any other street to everyone else, but to you, it feels completely different because you've grown attached to it. It's like getting to know someone better and suddenly realizing how much you enjoy their presence. That is how a game world begins to feel like home, because you've spent the time there, wandering the streets, gotten lost, and learned your way around. This is familiarity. It's connection. And that only happens when you stop visiting the game world like a damn tourist and start living in it like a local. So if you want to feel that attachment and experience the full potential of an open world, here's what I want you to try. Wander around Ragusa or any similar cities in Genshin with the UI turned off, and while you're at it, just turn the ambient sound to full. Just walk. Occasionally stop and look around. Look up at the sky in that location. See where the tall buildings are. You might find yourself admiring all the details that you wouldn't have noticed before. And then pick a location in the city and guess how to get there on foot. Then actually walk through it and see if you were right. Yes, you will get lost, and it will be annoying for at least half an hour with no gacha reward whatsoever. But once it clicks, you will feel the same familiarity that I feel, and you will never see the game world the same way again. That being said, I'm not going to pretend that immersive mode is perfect. It's not. Most gacha game quests aren't designed with this feature in mind. The quest description doesn't really tell you where you need to go next. You're just supposed to open the map screen and figure it out. So I really wish more gacha game devs would support this. Maybe add better quest descriptions to help you find things naturally. Or let us customize which UI to hide, like hiding just the minimap while keeping the quest markers. And honestly, this video is a call out for every gacha game developers with 3D spaces, like Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail, or any other games out there. Please just add this feature. It's simple, it's cheap, and it helps player bond with your world on a deeper level. And yes, they'll probably spend more on gacha too. But that's just me. What do you think? Have you ever tried playing any open world game with the UI turned off? Do you think that this kind of immersion could make the world feel more like your second home? Please do let me know in the comment section down below. I always reply to everyone in my comment section, and I would like to know if you have any other ideas on how to make open world gacha games feel more immersive. If you want to continue watching, I recommend my video on the best gacha game story of 2024. It is still the most viewed video on my channel, and I'd like to know what you guys think about it. And with that, I think I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.